Hello, Atlantia.
Hola, Atlantia.
So we've got a lot of good news to talk about this week, a lot of positive things that we're not really sure how it's going to all end, but we know that we're starting out with a lot of direction in our heart. So hopefully we're going to all get there together. So you want to talk about virtual courts?
Virtual courts. So thank you everyone who completed your surveys. We had an outstanding response. We are moving to virtual courts, and we have in fact set up a virtual court schedule, and we have spiked it, and you guys should be able to see it soon.
You'll see it in the Acorn. You'll see it tomorrow on the Atlantean announcements and in the email, right?
And the Kingdom calendar.
Yep.
And probably the emails. Yes.
Yeah, most certainly the emails, right?
Yes. Yes. So
right.
We
have a fair number of citizens who don't do Facebook who really appreciate getting the emails. So we're trying to be better about getting all the email information out there.
So keeping with our Spanish theme reign, each of the courts has a region of one of the Spanish kingdoms that it's named for, as well as an accompanying castle that was in that kingdom.
So the first one is?
Galicia Court at Castello Sotomayor.
There we go. Just don't expect the king to say it.
That will be occurring as a baronial investiture.
Yes, that'll be September 19th.
September 19th, and that will be the new Hawkwood investiture, Baron and Baroness.
Over that weekend, we expect to have a last court of the Baron and Baroness. Now, they'll, of course, have court with us also, and there'll be a few things done there, but they'll have their own last court. We'll have royal court, which we will invest in new Baron and Baroness. We'll also do some other goodies during the time, and hopefully some other, awards that people are well-deserving. It depends on if people mark their ESP. Can I receive a virtual award? So we'll get back to that later. And then the new Baron and Baroness will have their first court, and we're going to break these into pieces for a couple of reasons. One, the COVID committee recommended that we keep courts short for all the people that are there. Since we're going to be there, we think that's a great idea. And then two, for viewing, there's no reason not to break it into pieces so it can be viewed in pieces and enjoyed that way instead of having to sit through one long one at one time.
No 3-beer courts. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. 3-beer?
3-beer. Oh. 3-beer courts.
I'm hoping to have a 2-beer court this day.
A 2-beer court. Anyway, what you'll see is that other than this one in September, we have 2 virtual courts planned for October, one for November due to the Thanksgiving holiday, one in December due to the Christmas holiday as well as an event, and then 2 in January.
And January is going to be particularly special because we have already asked Duchess Shawned, who was going to host 12th Night for us, but since we know that in-person events are delayed till the end of January, she's going to start putting together the virtual 12th Night for us, and we'll talk about that a little more later on, but we'll also have probably our biggest court of the reign till that time for that event, just like traditional 12th Night.
Assuming that you put yes for virtual awards. Everything hinges on that. Anything else for virtual court?
I think that's good for now.
Okay. This week's call out.
So we want to call out Duke Christoph. And this is particularly heartfelt for me. Duke Christoph is our warlord. And he's not a guy that likes to get in front and do rah-rah and say, look at me and look at all the great things I've done. But Christoph, over the last few weeks, has organized a series of YouTube videos with his team, mainly Sir Felix and His Excellency Bart. I call him Bart, but we're going to be wrong.
Yeah, Bart.
And started laying out the roles and the responsibilities of different positions within the Atlantean Army. These are really good. And these are really catching up our traditional strategies and installing new training methods and new ways to understand what we're supposed to be doing. I think that they're a real step forward. And I really appreciate the fact that Christoph has led this effort, and he has he's energized it in a way that is completely unexpected, to be honest with you. Not that we didn't think he could do it. It's just this is a way of looking at the Atlantean army in a time where we can't come together and train, but putting together the training tools and the resources to make us more effective when we can get together.
So all of you members of the Atlantean Army, you should be going out and checking out Duke Christoph's videos.
And this is for heavy weapons, rapier, archery, cavalry, everybody. Now, and when you don't see the part that you're most interested in, reach out to him, push him, and challenge him to say, yeah, but what am I supposed to do here? Make him give you an answer. Because what we're trying to build is the Atlantean Army back to a Penzic force of greater than 150 people, a Gulf War force of probably right around 75 to 100. These are numbers that we've traditionally hit through the years where we've slipped. And we haven't slipped because somebody was bad or awful or that kind of thing. It's just we haven't had the direction. So now we've got the time with COVID that we can come back, we can reset our direction, and we can do it. And we've got a great leader in Christoph, and he's putting a team together to lead. And I think it's fantastic. So hats off to you, Christoph. Cheers, mate.
Yeah, call out. Great job, Christoph.
Mm-hmm. All right. We got another Duke to talk about.
You do, Duke Ragnar.
I do?
You do.
Okay. So with virtual courts are more work than in-person courts. Normally, when you're a king and queen, you arrive at the site and you say, I'm going to be there at 7:30 on Friday. We're going to maybe do some vigils Friday night, and we're going to set up court to be at 11 o'clock in the morning for first court. And then we're going to have the second court around 4:30 in the afternoon. We're going to support feast, and then we're going to have some wrap-up actions maybe during the end of the last course. Pretty traditional court layout for us in Atlantia. Virtual courts are crazy. We're looking at courts and trying to schedule them through the end of January at this point. We're trying to see, one, who wants to receive a virtual award. Please fill out your ESP if we haven't said that already. Let us know where you stand on that. Two, if we're going to do awards that have people who have sponsors or households, how do we let those people and sponsors know that their person is up for an award and we'd like to give it to them, and we'd like to make sure that all their significant others can see it and be a part of it? Please, sponsors, go to ESP and fill out that you're a sponsor for someone if you're on the grant level or on peerage level type of awards. We don't know if you don't fill it out. Okay? So we need to lay those out. And where all the areas where this information has the opportunity to disconnect itself from each other, we have tasked Duke Ragnar to knit this together. Ragnar is going to be the person who has reigned more than once, has more than one peerage, understands the subtleties of talking to everyone, understands us, and can help us knit together a uniform type of presentation to go forward into court. Part of Ragnar is doing this is to get everything ready for setting things up for court. Within our team, we have Mistress Esperanza.
Mr. Esperanza, yep.
Who handles all of the exercises to deal with the scrolls, court business itself, court reports. All of the management of the monarchs comes through Esperanza. We do what she says.
You lucky woman.
She doesn't always feel that way, I'm sure, but we feel that way. So Rags has the role of trying to knit the pieces together before court. Esperanza has the role of keeping the monarchs between the navigational buoys. So that's how we're moving forward with these virtual courts. And we ask for you guys to help us with it. And the biggest way that you can help us is go out there and update ESP for one of two things. Are you willing to receive virtual awards? Yes or no. It doesn't make a difference to us. You tell us what matters to you because you're the person that matters. Two, if you're a sponsor of anybody in this kingdom,
Or a peer.
sponsor, peer,
Right.
teacher, leader,
Mentor.
please go out and update ESP and make sure that we know that and we know how to get in touch with you in case one of these people has been favorably responded to in the pollings, has been recommended to us for an award, and we can reach out and talk to you. If we don't have your information, we don't know who to talk to. Just assume that. And we're going to do the best we can this way.
Now, with virtual courts coming up, also His Majesty mentioned about getting favorable polling responses. But also, obviously, we'll be doing court, and we would like your recommendations for people for AOA, for AOA levels and other awards.
All awards.
All awards.
If you think somebody deserves a peerage, tell us. You don't have to be fancy about it.
If you think they deserve an opal, tell us.
Right. We need to know. We haven't been together in a long time, but we've had some real heroes here. We've had people step up and do some great work and help us stay together as a kingdom and as a group. And we need to say thank you to those folks. You know, we've got some thoughts in mind that way, and we're going to be coming forward with them. But you all know what the traditional awards are. Let's find reasons to give them. We have great people. Let's find reasons to give them. Awards are our land, and we are willing to allow and grant land to those subjects who have done great work for Atlantia.
Land. Awards. Yeah. So let us know.
Hootie.
12th night.
12th night. So 12th night is normally an in-person event. I think we're all pretty clear on that.
We are.
And it's normally a pretty big deal for a winter rain, which we have now become.
Oh, woohoo, it's magic.
So we've transitioned now from our Penzic rain roll to our winter rain roll, and we are starting to look at 12th night. And to be honest, Christmas is my favorite season. There's not enough presents, there's not enough tree, and there's never a tall enough tree. That's just the way it goes with me. I love it. So this morning we had a fantastic call with Duchess Shawned. Shawned was supposed to be the autocrat for this year's 12th night, and we asked her a very simple question that has a world of ramifications to it. Are you willing to organize a virtual 12th night? And do you have a vision for it? Oh my God, did she have a vision? She had a vision, she had a plan, she had all kinds of things going on. So we have asked Her Grace to put together a virtual 12th night. She's going to reach out to all of you in the kingdom. You're going to see announcements from her. You're going to see people who are doing things for it. We want to make this absolutely spectacular. We're going to have themes that are color. We're going to have themes that are historical. We're going to have themes for food. And we're going to have themes for table setting. And
12th night court will be in the region of Catalan. So it'll be Catalan court at Castella de Cordona in Spain.
So for these virtual courts, our intention is to identify a part of the kingdom that we associate with these courts. So the first one is going to be in, I'm drawing a blank.
Are you talking about Galicia?
Yes.
All right. Galicia court in Hawkwood?
Hawkwood. We're going to go up to Hawkwood. We're going to ask their excellencies to prepare the area. We're going to have court. We're going to have court in their region. We're going to put it together. For 12th night, we will go up to the Black Diamond area, and we'll set up a court, and we'll do it. Now, 12th night, of course, is not going to be an in-person event, but we'd like to be on that soil and have our court there and give awards as much as we can for people that are from there, and let that represent the flavor of it. Our goal is to not just do courts remotely that people tune in and see, but also say, hey, let's put some flavor to it. Let's put together a site. Let's put together something that says, This represents what Black Diamond is for a royal court. This represents what a Hawkwood court is. And yes, we've got business to do, and we'll do it there. But we want to start taking a look at the Acorn and saying, here are spiked events. I think we spiked 7 events today.
7, yes.
7 events
courts.
that are 7 courts. I think that you're going to see the Seneschal has spiked the unevent for the first weekend in December, and we're going to have some other events spiked pretty closely. So we're starting to get our momentum back. We're starting to build back into what does it mean to be Atlantia? What does it mean to be the society that we are, and the collaborative efforts that we all put together to talk to each other, stay together, and have our particular kind of fun and trust and love with each other that we have.
It'll be a learning experience for all of us, but I think a lot of it, we learned some very good lessons at Penzic in Your Backyard.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to carry this forward.
I can promise you this. Virtual courts will be bumpy in the beginning. They'll get better. We'll get really super confident, and they'll get bumpy again. I promise you those
And then
things.
we'll go back to in-person events. We'll have to relearn everything.
There you go. So we have a lot of learning to do from our side. So,
all right. So again, thank you, Duchess Shauna, for being willing to host and organize virtual 12th night this year.
Hi.
So you guys be prepared. She may be asking for help. So
she will be asking for help.
Let her know if you're willing to help.
Mm-hmm. If you have ideas for it, tell her.
So, new business, we have a new clerk of law.
Yes, we do.
Thank you to Mistress Alicia, who stepped down from the clerk of law position. And congratulations and welcome to Baron William Welwyn, who is stepping up as the new clerk of law for Atlantia.
Hooty hoo.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Please talk to Her Majesty. She needs motivation.
All right, so I know you're all waiting with bated breath to hear the winner of the leather cornet contest.
I am.
I still don't know yet.
Because this rascal's heavy.
So we've got that sent out. We've got all the 4 designs sent out, and I'm still waiting to get some feedback back from our judges. So hopefully next week's message will have that.
Can you drag this out?
I could drag it out longer, but hopefully I'll send reminders to my judges to say, hey, I need your judges. I need your opinions. So hopefully next week we'll have that.
Are Murphy and Morgan the judges?
They are not the judges. They would just chew the leather cornet. So they're not the judges.
Okay. Final big reminder, even though I think I've said it 4 times during this. Everybody, please go to ESP. Take a look at your profile. If you're a sponsor or a peer or somebody that has responsibility for other folks, please update your information. If you are an individual person who's never been to ESP before, go create an account. Let us know. Are you willing to receive a virtual award? Or would you rather receive your awards in person? There's no right or wrong answer here. Just tell us.
So earlier this week, the Kingdom Web Minister put out our message, which gives detailed instructions if you've never been to the AEL login system before, or ESP, about how to go in.
Are there any more acronyms that we have? AEL, ESP?
I could come up with some. I'm certain.
Is this like going to ESPN?
No, ESPN is different.
Okay.
ESPN is different. I know that's near and dear to your heart, Your Majesty, but this is different. ESP, electronic system for polling.
Oh,
but
not Australian rules football.
No. So if you need to know, in the message that Lord Melchior put out for us, it gives instructions on how to do that. So go look for it if you don't know. Read it and go in, create it, and let us know whether you would be willing to receive virtual awards or not.
And one final thing, not about ESP, but if you haven't clicked yes on Duchess Ashia's do you want me to keep doing my history one day at a time thing? Please go check yes, because I want to get it. And if not enough of you goobers do it, then
Today in history.
she might quit doing it. And it's my best shot at knowing what's right.
At least on a day-to-day basis. Okay, Atlantia, that's our message for this week. I don't think we have anything else, and we have no puppies at present. They are sleeping because they had a growler store outing earlier.
And we had a growler.
And we had a growler store outing earlier.
Which may explain why Her Majesty is so grinny.
It was a good time. Puppies had a good time, but they're sleeping now. Mm-hmm. So hopefully next week you guys will be able to see them. They're big. They're big boys.
Cheers, you guys. Have a great day.
Bye-bye.